Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to Trent University Spring Virtual Open House 2026. It's very good to see you all here. We have a very good group of prospective students here currently with us. We're expecting that number to go up throughout the day. You've currently entered into the beginning and the welcome session of our virtual open house. During our virtual open house today, we will have the opportunity to meet with faculty and staff. We'll have the opportunity to ask questions to our admissions officers about scholarships, about admissions, about accommodations. We have a really good lineup today that we're excited to share with you. We'll be hearing from many different people around the university about Trent University. Before we get any further, I'll introduce myself. My name is David Veneri, and I am one of the international recruitment managers here at Trent University. Part of my role at Trent University is to speak directly with international students or students who are interested in becoming Trent University students and help answer any questions that you might have about the process. Whether you have just heard about Trent University or you're thinking about accepting your offer, my team and I, along with some of my colleagues here in Canada, help students throughout the entire process. And that's just me and my team. Once you get to Trent University, you gain access to a wonderful suite of services that will allow you to be successful when you get to Trent University and then eventually graduate into your professional career, post-graduation work permit, and the entire process. So it's great to know that when you become a Trent University student, you get the same level of care all the way throughout your 3, 4, 5, 6 all the way up to maybe 8 years of university if you continue on to do a master's and PhD program at Trent University. So that's a little bit about myself and the team. We'll be meeting a lot of them throughout the day. Before I get into my official content, I want to just do a quick review of how our day shapes up. So this right here is our schedule. It's currently 7 o'clock. We have about 20-minute sessions throughout the entire day, ending at 9:20 a.m. with our parents and supporters session. We have two sessions today. So there will be a morning session, which we're in right now, and then there's going to be an evening session as well that is starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that might be a little bit late for the people that are attending now, but you're welcome to join that session as well. You're currently in the welcome session, but pretty soon we will roll right into our scholarships session for undergraduate degree students, as well as our graduate studies session. There are two sessions that are about to happen, and we will put the links to register, not to register, to join those sessions into this link as well. We're also sending constant communications throughout the day, so you will be getting emails from us stating that you are going to be joining. So our graduate studies begins at 7:20. We'll be going over admissions, scholarship opportunities, financing your education, and a little bit about our programs and pre-master's programs in the graduate studies session. It's about a 30-minute session, and there will be about a 10-minute Q&A at the end, and we'll be answering questions during that session as well and throughout the entire event. After a graduate study session, we're offering an employment on and off campus session by Tim Clayton in Career Space. So we have a whole department here at Trent University that is dedicated to helping students find employment when they arrive on campus, as well as when they are off campus, and even beyond that as well once they graduate. Following that session, we'll be doing an initial study permit application walkthrough. So for the folks that are here right now, I strongly encourage everybody to join our international study permit application walkthrough. It's going to be a really, really good, important session. Paul Longhurst, who is a regulated international student immigration advisor, will be hosting that session. He will be going through the very initial study permit application, what you need to collect, what you should be looking out for, and how to submit a strong application. So very important information. Finally, next up, we have our on-campus accommodation session hosted by Montana Scott, who is one of our accommodations coordinators here at Trent University. So Montana and her team support all international students and domestic students as well in registering for on-campus accommodations. We have many different styles of accommodations, and there is a process to apply and get selected to join our accommodations. It's a very simple process. Montana will walk us through that as well. The last two sessions of the day are very exciting too. I'll be talking about postgraduate certificates, which are 2-year programs where students can enter with various different backgrounds and various different skill levels, and in 2 quick years get very highly qualified into fast emerging growth fields. So we'll be talking about that at 9 o'clock. I'll be hosting that session. And then finally, my colleague Jasmine Lanuzzi will be hosting our parents and supporters session at 9:20 in the morning, which is getting into the afternoon, evening time for our guests here. So there's a quick shakedown of how the day works. I will go back to this in just a few minutes before we end the session, but I'd like to continue on. I would like to continue on at 7:10. So for the next 10 minutes, I'll be talking a little bit about Trent University and what makes us unique. Most importantly, or one of the most important things that Trent University offers, and I'll get into a few of them, is that we have over 100 plus distinguished degree programs at Trent University. Now, we can list all of them. We're going to be talking about both undergraduate programs and graduate programs throughout the day. But I like to start with what Trent University offers at its core, which is really high quality university level degrees at a publicly funded university in Canada. And since we're talking about Canada, I always like to highlight that Canada is one of the best countries in the world. It was where I was born and raised. Um, on top of having really great access to education and healthcare and social services and everything you would need out of small communities and big communities in Canada, one thing that I like to highlight is Canada is a country built on immigration. My parents, well, my father was not born in Canada. He came here from a different country. My mother was born in Canada, but her parents were not born in Canada. So most people in Canada have some sort of immigration story tied directly to their story. And you, the student, may be at the beginning of that journey, which is very exciting. And we're very open and happy to have you here in Canada to support you through your process. Education is a great vessel to contribute to Canada. We are one of the most safe countries in the entire world right now. We're globally very diverse. We have many people from many different countries in the world. We have a high standard of living, high quality education, high quality healthcare, and lots of opportunity for growth in Canada. We're home to about 42 or 43 million people right now. And Trent University is located in a province called Ontario, which is the biggest province in Canada. Ontario has Toronto as well as Ottawa, which is Ottawa is our nation's capital and Toronto is our capital of Ontario. And so I just always like to talk a little bit about Canada because although you're selecting an institution, yes, that is very, very important. You're also selecting your future home. And I want you to be rest assured that when you come to Canada, you will be greeted with open arms. We'll make sure that you succeed in everything that you do here in Canada. So Trent University, excuse me, Trent University offers a lot of really great things that will help you succeed when you come here. We have a 20-to-1 student to faculty ratio. We are ranked as one of the number one universities in Ontario. We were ranked as the number one university in Ontario for 13 years in a row. We recently regained that title this year in 2025, in September 2025, which we're very, very excited about. And what that means is we provide a very high level standard of education for all of our students. Whether you're looking at meeting with an academic advisor, you're looking for really good orientation supports, you're looking for research opportunities or career experience or hands-on learning opportunities, Trent University was ranked as a number one undergraduate university for 13 years in a row because we maintain such a high standard of all of the things that I just mentioned. Access to scholarships and financial aid, tuition costs are factored into that, and that is why we achieve such a high ranking when we're looking within Ontario as well as across Canada. One thing I always like to highlight is that we've been doing this for many years. We've had international students. We've had well over 2,000 international students. Or sorry, every single year we have about 1,600 international students, but we've had well over tens of thousands of international students come through our doors since we began in the 1960s. So why that matters for you is because when you come to Trent University, there is no experience that you will have that we haven't already worked through or dealt with other students. How are you going to get to Trent University from the airport? We've already worked through that. We can help you with that process. If you are having difficulty in your courses or financial difficulties, we're anticipating a lot of those challenges. So the supports that we offer to you, the student, are far and away better than many other organizations in Ontario, definitely, and also across Canada. At Trent University, we have 13 areas of study. Now, these focus specifically on undergraduate degrees. However, like I mentioned, we have a graduate study session starting in about 5 minutes that we will also go into and speak about the different levels and areas of study that you can do at graduate programs. However, I like to talk about our undergraduate areas of study because we have over 100 different programs at Trent University. It can be a little bit overwhelming for students to see all the programs listed. So what we've done is we've packaged them into 13 different areas of study. And even within these areas of study, you will get different full degree programs that you can take, usually 4 years, sometimes 3 year. And then sometimes we can extend it a little bit more if it includes a pre-master's program. So for example, we have computer science degrees at Trent University. There's many different degrees that you can get within the computer science realm. Whether you're taking a 4 year Bachelor of Science in computer science or in artificial intelligence or in software development or in information systems, we have many different degrees that fall within the computer science umbrella. What happens is when you take this computer science degree course, a lot of your first year and some of your second year courses will be similar if you're taking artificial intelligence or if you're taking computer science. The first year of that is pretty similar because you're taking introduction level courses. So the great thing about the areas of study is that sometimes you can change your major, or sometimes you can maybe get a minor, or you can just change the way that you would like to go through your program because the start of these programs is often very, very similar. So within the area of study, I would suggest that you start picking an area of study and then from there go into your undergraduate degree that you would like to take. Why that helps is because if you decide somewhere in your first or second year that maybe I don't want to do computer science and I'd like to do software engineering, well, it's a pretty quick transition into that. As another example, we have a health and well-being area of study as one of our 13 areas of study. Now, when we get into health and well-being, this is, for example, our um, programs that focus on medical pathways. At Trent University, we don't offer a medical school. I know some people might think that every university in Canada has a medical school. Unfortunately, we don't have one, but we have medical degree pathways that will allow you to become a doctor at an international medical school. We also have the same arrangement with veterinarian schools, pharmaceutical schools, pharmacist schools as well for after you graduate. But the first thing that you do in order to get into those degrees in Canada or elsewhere is to study a really good 4 year undergraduate degree. So within the health and well-being area of study, we have kinesiology, social work, nursing, biomedical sciences, psychology, and many other programs that fall within this. So biology sometimes falls within this health and well-being as well. And every single program at Trent University offers some sort of hands-on opportunity. So if you're in a nursing program, you'll be studying, you'll be doing a placement. You also have opportunities for hands-on career experience through research and other opportunities like internships and placements. I'll continue along here because I want to make sure that we're staying on time. We have our humanities and social sciences as one of our 13 areas of study. This is my former area of study. I studied an anthropology degree. One of the great things about these degrees, like I mentioned, is that 100% of our programs at Trent University offer career experience. So when you graduate, you will graduate with a really, really good degree. You'll also graduate with a really strong resume because you've done work in these fields before you've graduated. And then finally, I'll end on our business area of study. Unfortunately, I don't have time to go through all 13 areas of study because we will be starting a graduate study session soon, as well as our financing our education run by Nachikit, who is just setting up right now. Within business, there's about eight, maybe even more than that, about 12 degrees that students can take. So you can take a Bachelor of Business Administration direct, Bachelor of Business Administration in marketing, accounting, finance, information systems, entrepreneurship, human resource management, just to name a few. So you can see how these areas of study, they are very broad. And then when you get into the area of study, you have more opportunity to really focus on the thing that you would like to study. So we have a good amount of registrations here. I want to end my portion of the session, but I just want to do another review. I'm going to allow Nachikit to take over in just a minute. It is now 7:20, so we'll be starting our undergraduate and scholarship session now. In the other stream, which I will put into this chat in just a minute, we will be starting our graduate study session. So I will be starting that right now. And Nachikit, I will hand the reins over to you.